Now, to my beloved Zoom friends who've been coming for so many years, you may have a message on your Zoom screen that says this is being live streamed to YouTube. Don't worry about that. Your names and images are completely anonymous. And now, welcome to YouTubers if the algorithm has brought you here and you're brand new. This is called Yoga for Everybody. If you're a circus performer or a contortionist or a Cirque du Soleil, you're more than welcome. But this is for the rest of us. This is literally for the rest of us who just need some good old-fashioned movement, prayer, meditation to heal and restore. So take a nice deep breath together. Maybe wiggle your legs out a couple times. And we are the Easy Does It Yin meditation crew. Nice deep breath together while breath is still free. Maybe swallow once, relax around your jaw. Oftentimes people have their pets nearby for yoga, and there's nothing more healing than having fur or feathers nearby. So if it's a bird, if it's a plane, if it's a human, if it's a cat, just absorb their beautiful vibes. I see a dog. I see a dog butt and a cat tail. Looney approves. Let your breathing deepen a little more into your body. We're not in a hurry. In yin yoga, we're not struggling to get forward into an imaginary future that we think is better than right now, because right now is perfect just the way it is. Relax around your face, let go around your eyes, let go of any tension around your mouth, relax your teeth, and simply breathe. That's all. If you start thinking, stop thinking, just stop. Good. Let's direct our breathing down to our belly button. Make a meditation out of the rise and the fall of your navel stem. That's usually where we do most of our feeling. So breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. Catch up with yourself. I went approximately 45 years without really experiencing my feelings. They all got stored up in my joints, my blood, my bone, my breath. And you can only do that for so long before those feelings will come get us. But now we're smarter, and I'm smarter a little. And I just try to feel my feels every day. And then we can transform those feelings into positive energy, creativity, love, self-expression, healing. The world needs a lot of healing right now. Wow, great turnout of YouTubers tonight. The analytics are amazing. Thanks for liking and subscribing. It makes a huge difference. We're heading towards 1 million subscribers. And when we get to 1 million, Looney will parachute to your house and thank you. Good kitty. Good kitty. Okay, biggest, deepest inhale of your whole life, feeling your whole life so far, this incredibly outrageous, ridiculous, insane, wonderful adventure that we're all living. Giant inhale. Giant outhale, let it all go. We are calm, empty souls. Got to empty out sometimes. Good, then wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super extra feel good, super extra feel God through your body. Color your body with love, joy, bliss, delight, happiness, gratitude. Arms up to the ceiling, lace your hands, stretch your arms back up over your head. Look for that first thing in the morning stretchy. I get to drink coffee, orgasmic, smile, exploding, good feeling in your body. Point your toes forward like cats do when they're very happy. And do put a goofy grin on your face. There's one thing we're not going to do tonight and take ourselves too seriously. Good, writhe around a little bit. Good. And then draw your knees in, roll around on your back a little bit. They're called roly-poly guacamoles, where you roll around on your back. I call them intoxicated turtles. You're a turtle, you get rip-roaring drunk, you accidentally fall on your back, and you're going to die if you don't roll over, but in the meantime, roll around on your back. That's when you need another turtle to turn you over. Good, other way. Otra dirección en español, por favor. Good, kitty cats. Let's roll up and start doing nothing immediately. What do you say? Oh, there are a lot of brand new YouTubers in tonight. I'd like to introduce you to Looney Bin Laden. Oh my God, he's now weighs 15 pounds. Ow! This is Looney Bin Laden. He's 15 pounds of monster mountain puma. He was delivered to me as a Christmas present a year and a half ago from Todd. Todd's one of my Zoomers, and Jennifer. They found Looney. He was like a month old and dying in the mountains, but he was having a hella good time. Anyway, he's taught me all my yoga, and he loves you guys. And because I've trained him from the very start, I can relax him on top of my head. There you go. And now a couple cat treats. Now, if you're just watching on YouTube for the first time and you think this is the weirdest yoga class you've ever seen, I ain't gonna deny it. But anyway, Wednesday, I've renamed Yin's Day. It's Yin's Day. And on Yin's Day, we do slow, patient movement as opposed to the cartwheels and the backflips we do on Monday and Saturday. So let's not think about this too much. We'll just start doing some joint juice. Joint juice is the name given to my yoga by a dear friend of mine named Carolyn, who's an absolute goddess in my life, and I love her very much. And she goes, don't call that Viyama, call it joint juice. And I have ever since. Anyway, I like to polish my kneecaps. Welcome if you're brand new. There's a couple yogis on the call I've been doing yoga with for over 20 years. Helga. Other way, 1, 2, 3. By the way, I'm transitioning from my Zoom friends who've been very loyal over the years and delighted that the YouTube Upward Spiral Yoga channel is growing. Hundreds and hundreds of people watching. I love to watch the analytics. And it really helps when you like and subscribe if you like this vibe. Inhale up. Good, we're going to do 4 poofs. Arms out to the side, and we're going to go up our back to stimulate our chakras. And the fun of this one is when you get to the top, you say, poof. If you do enough spiritual work, after a while you don't need physical evidence because you have sufficient poof. A lot of these movements, they're simple in and of themselves. You put them together in an intelligent sequence called a vinyasa, and the sum is much greater than the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. One more, which makes 6 instead of 4. We're working in 6/4 time. Poof. Oh, good. Okay, one of the big things about this channel that people like is they can chant Om, and you're in the privacy of your own home and belt it out. Be an Ethel Merman. If you don't usually make noise, belt it out. Nice big inhale. Prayer hands, yogis call it Anjali Mudra. Please drop your chin, close your eyes. One of the best prayers is silence, connection. Be still and know that you're God. God, love, source, infinite, higher organizing principle, IHOP for short. Bless us with just the practice, the moves we need this evening to thrive and prosper. Okie doke. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit. You may not have yoga blocks. If you don't, you could order them on Amazon right now in Prime. It's almost Prime Day. You could get your blocks by 7 p.m. tonight. Anyway, if this was regular practice, I'd come all the way down and do a face plant in my Saxony carpet. But because it's Yin's Day, I'm going to rest my forehead on some blocks in a seated forward fold. Now you might think this is too easy and you'd be missing the whole point of Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is not the hardest, biggest, most aggressive, impressive poses you can do. It's chilling the heck out. Taking some time. Now this is personal to me, but I like to roll my forehead left and right and unwrinkle my third eye. That's up to you. Stop thinking. Everything is always working out for us. Now, after I settle in and I get the balance between my head and my butt, I begin to feel sort of weightless. That's a very precious feeling. It takes the proper balance of my head and my butt. Usually my head wants to be in charge, sometimes my hips. But now we can hold still and be quiet for 1 minute. Sometimes the hardest thing is to just hold still. If we can get still on the outside, all that's left is all the movement on the inside, the emotion, the impressions, the sensation, the memories, and we just let all that resolve for about a minute. Sufficient. On our next inhale, the kids will come up, and up they come. Maybe you're watching this for the first time on YouTube and you go, golly, this seems so simple. And it's like the best things in life are always simple. The love of a child, the kiss of your pet. It's like sometimes we get a little complicated. All right, now from here, this is one that I rarely do because I'm just too damn impatient. But tonight we're going to do it. Right fingers, back left corner of my head. And I'm just going to tilt my head to the right. Just my head. I keep my spine angle relaxed but firm. And as my head tilts to the right, I feel this beautiful long stretch down my left trapezius. And then I even drop my chin a little bit, which gets more into the back of my neck. And anything less than a minute for this one is kind of silly. And I usually don't have a minute to do anything. Relax your mouth. If you drool, it's okay. I had a big old Technicolor migraine headache today, first one in a long time, and it tightens my trapeziuses like crazy. And this is a special kind of indulgent pleasure to release some of that. I don't feel bad that I get migraines anymore. I think they're downloads from God of a lot of information that I just can't process properly. I have to unpack it over time. Stay with it. Something happens at a minute that can't happen prior. There's something that happens at 5 years in a relationship that can't happen prior. Good. Okay. That's about right. I could have kept going, but we got some other body parts. Click your head back up. And we're just doing one side this week. Don't forget to come next week. Just kidding. Left finger, back right corner. Now, I tilt. I tilt. How hard do I pull? Hard enough to break my neck? No. Easy does it. And then when my head is tilted as far as it's going to at the start, then I drop my chin and that activates way deep down the right side of my neck, trapezius. I can almost feel it all the way down to my back, lower back. Relax your mouth. Let go of fashion face. I let go of fashion face a long time ago. And a sandbag, if I was at your house, I'd put a sandbag on your right shoulder. If you're brand new, yin yoga gets us out of fight or flight mode. It stimulates our rest and relaxation response. We cannot be on the gas pedal all the time. Otherwise, we die long before our time is up. Okay, that seems reasonably sufficient. I'm going to click my head back up. Click. Now, normally I do 8 neck rolls, but on Yin's day, I just do 4 at half speed. 1, relax your shoulders. 2, 3. Oh, it's nice to do stuff slow sometimes. Other way. 1, 2. Everybody's going so fast in the fast lane on the way to the cemetery. 3. Good. Now we're going to do Jalandhara Bandha, which what the hell is that? It just means relaxing your head down. That's all it means. If you know the esoteric meaning of Jalandhara Bandha, feel free, but with your head relaxed down and your eyes closed and your attention aimed deep into your body, just make a little whispery sound at the back of your throat. It's called ujjayi breathing, and it may stimulate ecstasy on the inside. You make a little constricted sound at the back of your throat by tightening your glottis. Good kitty cats. Now come back. We went to a Greg class and where did my cat go? He just clocked out. We're going to do reflexology. I went to a yoga class and reflexology broke out. This is called your thenar eminence, the base of your hand where it meets your wrist. If you've ever had acupuncture or acupressure, you know what a dynamic point this is. In Ayurvedic yoga, this is a marma point, and just by tapping it, it makes you, uh, it adds zeros to your bank account. It makes you cuter. It makes you way more popular. Good. Now we're going to do what my cat does. Now you may say, what the hell is this? You have to trust me. Trust me that these movements stimulate your happy gland. Okay? Purr, 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 purr. Good. Now, down here in my front pockets, I'm going to smush left and right. Not only does this flex my wrist, it opens up my hip flexors. It's a gigantic fluid operation center of your body, lymph, arteries. It releases your shoulders, and if you're accidentally levitating, it keeps your ass on the earth. A lot of people are just tight as a boiled owl in here. Good. Now push down and go over the top. I was teaching this at my Pleasant Hill class last night, and God bless them. They haven't been doing yoga with me for years and years, and they would go like this. Their shoulders would come over and their hands would lift. And I would say, push down as your shoulders go off. And they'd go, oh, I get it. I get it. 6. Of course, I'm a brand new music student, and I hang out with teachers with 40 years of experience, and they just gently bat me around the head a little bit. Good. Now I'm going to try to straighten my arms, push down, lean forward, drop my jaw, do ujjayi thinking, integral calculus, and figure out all the rest of my life. I've never been able to figure out my life. It's just an adventure that keeps unfolding. Good. Now, palmar flexion of your wrist, be a vulture. This flexion, a lot of people have lost this. They've got lobster claws, so that. Put them in here upside down, and then push it real good, left and right. You can get your whole body into this like one of those avatar blue lizard people. They do the best yin yoga. Plus they have cool tails. Left and right. Good. Now back up over, push down, forward, shoulders over the top. This pose is over the top. It's a wrist stretch, it's a shoulder movement, it's a hip release, it's rhythmic, it's fun, it's soothing. 7. Now, it took me a long time to be able to straighten my arms and lean forward and stretch my wrists. If you're brand new, give yoga 2 weeks, and then 2 more weeks, and then 2 more weeks, and 2 more weeks. Good. Now we get a respite. If you haven't done this before, these are called, what shall I name these today? These are called jellyfish. You're at Monterey Aquarium and you're right up against the glass and there's this jellyfish doing a belly dance right in front of your face. Other way. Maybe you're brand new and it's like, what the hell is this? It's like, just keep coming back. This is so good for you. Especially if you have arthritis or if you have itises or isms. Good. Shake poop off of your hand. Maybe you have a pet. Maybe you had a kid, got some poop on your hands. Maybe it's your poop. You never know what might happen. So shake poop off. Everybody deals with poop. Maybe you have horses. That's big poop. Now this is called Hello, Bright New Future. Really fast. Teenagers talking. Good. Now cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes, be a calm, peaceful soul. That buzzing feeling you feel in your hands, that's the feeling of hella cash coming your way, 1,000-fold. We have so many blessings lined up in front of us. Yin yoga gets us in a position to receive them rather than resist them. Okay, we're going to inhale up for another Om. It's time. Now, I do extend my Om as long as I can. It's not a competition, but just when. Inhale. Prayer hands, enjoy the quiet for a moment. There's no rush. One of my YouTube friends, they leave comments, and one guy said, "You're a blowhard." And I was like, "That's the best compliment I've ever gotten." By the way, feel free to judge me on YouTube or criticize or whatever. I can take it. I got a pretty thick skin. Just try to make it constructive. Good. Lace your hands. Parvatasana, push the sky up. If you're going to go on YouTube, you better have a thick ass, man. Let me tell you. Good. Now, remember we talked about the avatar lizards, the big blue ones? So they do stuff like this. They get together with the other lizards, and I'm oscillating my butt cheeks, and I'm stretching my side seam. I'm getting my happy on. I don't need too much reason. Good. Now, turn right as far as you can. How far can you turn with your arms up? Maybe you're tight. Good. Now relax left hand, right knee, right arm behind you, and go screw yourself to the right. Close your eyes. And it's okay to do a nice moderate number like a 4 or a 5. I'm an 11 guy. With your eyes closed, even turn your eyes a little further to the right. Now, if you're a wildly flexible person, your right arm goes behind your back, you grab your left shin, you blah your blah, but this is for the rest of us that can't do that. Inhale here. Good. Come on out. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a creature of habit. In yoga, it's called a samskara. It's the way we always do something. You always brush your teeth with whichever. You always brush your teeth, but brush your teeth with the opposite hand tonight. Or how about brush your teeth with your foot? I challenge my friend Carolyn, she could brush her teeth with her foot. So I just switched the cross of my legs. Now I'm lacing my fingers one finger over, which feels kind of exhilarating. Good. Push up. Good. I'm just going to stretch my ass and my ribs and my shoulders and my stuff. And I don't know. Maybe everything is just going perfect. Maybe I'm right on schedule. Universe is 13.7 billion years old. How can I be behind, right? Good. Now push up all the way to see my cat tree in the background. Watch my arms. And there's always a little extra way up. Now turn left, 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 left. Suction cup your butt to the floor. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. Now, if you had hella long arms, your right hand could go flat on the floor outside your knee, but don't worry about it. If you're just a mortal like me, that's fine. Left arm behind your back. Close your eyes. Stop thinking. Start feeling. It's amazing how many answers to problems come when I stop trying to solve it myself. Good. Inhale here. Good. Come on out, kitty cats. Good job. All right. Legs have been tied up for a while. Stretch them out. Stretch out your pins. Show me your feet. It's actually yoga to extend your legs out reasonably firm and strong. If you're tight, your knees are bent, and you feel like you're peeling back. So here's some pro tips for you. Pull back on your butt cheeks. I have a job where I can say pull back on your butt cheeks and it's acceptable. Good. Arms up again, Dandasana. Now most humans could not really sit like this comfortably. They would find it to be enormously irritating within 1 second. But as you do more yoga and your body opens up, you can have good posture, relaxed shoulders, legs firm but not rigid. Shoulders, arms up but shoulders relaxed. That's an interesting idea. Close your eyes. I consider all these shapes to be prayers, physical prayers. Okay, now we'll counterpose. Pause on the floor. Maybe you're brand new and your physical condition is really, it's dropped a bit and you can't lift your butt. You could try. Buns up. Houston, we have lift off. Champagne bottoms, caviar rears, lift up. Good, and then sink down, please. Feet together. This used to be called cobbler's pose. Way back in the day, cobblers would make shoes in this pose. Wag your knees a little bit. There's a whole brand of massage around wiggling body parts. After a while, you can push both knees down and straighten both your arms. Now, my long arm friends detest this pose. I've got some friends, I think they're ex-supermodels, no doubt about it. They got them long, willowy arms, and they ain't gonna straighten their arms in this pose. My dad was T-Rex, shorter than average arms. He was a real monster. Good, now, you know what I like about my class and why it's spreading around the world is that we always throw in reflexology, thumbs into the middle, center, bottom of your foot. Now, if you're really angry with somebody right now, somebody's really burning you up, they're pissing you off, coworker, somebody cut you off on the freeway, maybe it's your own spouse. Nobody pisses us off more than our own spouse sometimes, but let's dig it out of our foot, because the center of your foot is where resentments go to hide, so dig them out. By the way, if you don't believe any of this, I don't care. Just do it and watch it work. I don't care whether you believe me or not. I care that you experience it. Good. Push your thumb all the way through your foot. Good. So I think most of you know I went through a little bit of a tender lower back thing recently, and so I'm not bringing my head all the way down to my feet tonight. Today I'm exploring middle ground. And then I'm always hunching my shoulders by my ears because it's almost like I can't stop. Relax your shoulders. Good, inhale and come on up, you guys. Okay, we're going to do the famous around the world in 40-minute or 20-minute sequence. Take your right shin, go like that. If you're brand new, sitting like this, you're a 60-year-old male and it's like, this hurts like hell, lean over here for 2 weeks and you will survive and your tissue will open up. There is still hope for you. Maybe you're watching in Cleveland, Ohio, or Akron, Ohio. You've never done yoga. Just start. Hands behind your head. Now I've got some super flexible lady friends in the class, my Zoom friends. Kristen, Carolyn, Helga, and Jennifer are all going to bring their right elbow down to the floor. And I'm not. Comparison is the thief of joy. Maybe if you're a bendy person, kind of turn your chest up a little bit. Squeezes your guts, releases your butts. For guys, it releases your good. Come on up. By the way, I made up this pose. I'd never seen it taught by any other teacher. I've made up a lot of poses. Okay, in England, we say this pose is controversy, it's controversy, because I can only go back to here, but all my bendy bear friends can lay all the way on their back in Supta Ardha Virasana. This is the kind of pose that when normal people watch a bendy person do yoga, they just say, screw it, I quit. There's no way I'm lying on my back with my right shin folded under. So in this pose, I'm the warning of you only have to go here. And if you can lay all the way on your back with your arms back up over your head in happy ecstasy pose, then you are a gifted human being. Now, because my beloved friend Carolyn is in class, back in the day at the Yoga Confusion, she would extend her left leg out and bring her left knee in. And it was like just crazy. It was so bendy. God needs all of us, the really bendy ones, the really stiff ones, the ones who are just starting, the ones who are at the game for a long time. If you can relax in this pose, it might take you 5 years to get into this. You will transform your body. Okay. Now you could do yin for way longer, but that's about my sequence. So come up and out. Most of my poses, 45 seconds to a minute. That's just my timing. Come on out. Now make yoga fists for strong wrists and strong bones. Put fists in the floor. Ardha Ustrasana. Rocket thy buns to heaven. I'm not sure if my head is going to heaven, but I'm damn sure my hips are going to heaven. And come on down, kitty cats. Good. Okay, now we're going to open up our acetabulum, our hip joint. Take your right foot out. And little kids love this one because they'll just sling the foot right behind their head. Maybe it's been a few years since you've done that. But your hip joint is called your acetabulum. Take it around. Other way. Maybe you can barely grab your foot. You're right here. Just at least you're a foot further than you used to be. Now, maybe you can bring the leg in a little further. I like to put my right elbow under. I call this French service at the table. Then my left arm goes all the way around, sweeps under, and you may not be able to do this. Then I like to open up my clown chakra by scratching up my head. Now, I like my monthly haircut. My hairstylist scratches my head. I can't get anybody else to do it except for myself. Scratch up your head. It's stimulating, and if you can't do it yet, too bad. You're just going to have to stay at it. I sure wish I could have 20 years of piano expertise after 3 years, but I don't. Good. Now, you may not be able to get the pointy bone outside your left knee like that. You may not be able to sit like this. It's okay. Just go like that. This is the class for everybody else. You found your yoga. That's why it's spreading. After a while, you'll be able to sit like this. Takes time, man. Yoga's hard. Yoga's the hardest thing you'll ever do. And this is the easiest kind you'll ever find. Arms out. Now, these are called Sheryl Crows, where you go side to side. I have to give Sheryl Crow royalties every time we do these. But the thing about going side to side, keeping my lower body stable, but my upper body can sway with the breezes. I can see what the people on the right think. I can see what the people on the left think. Somebody's got to bridge the gap, you guys. Somebody's got to do it. Good. Palms open for big hugs. Now I just gently draw back. For me, this is it. I have friends who can touch their elbows behind their back. Good. Now bring your right arm under. And would you love yourself for a moment? Just grab your shoulders and kind of make out with yourself. Now, if you're a tight person, this is it. After a while, your arms will fold up. First time I saw this, it was like, I quit. Can't do that. Ups and downs with your elbows. This digs out pain that accumulates in our neck, back, and shoulders. And sometimes I'll make circles. This is the most hidden part of our body, back in between our shoulder blades, neck, back, and shoulders. And if we can dig this out slowly but surely, these dense congealments of energy will turn into love and light. Good. Now my posture is tall and I'm just turning to the right with my whole upper body. Now take your face and turn your face all the way to the left. Tilt your head to the left. Drop your chin. You might even tilt your forearms to the right a little bit if you're bendy bear. But this is where you hold your baby up above the alligator. You lift your elbows, tilt your head, be a calm, peaceful soul. Stop thinking. Yoga chitta vritti narodaha. Yoga is the cessation of the constant caterwauling of my mind. Good, kitty mittens. Bring elbows back to the front. Slide hands to elbows. And vogue with me. Oh boy, sometimes my rib cage is just tight. Good, now bring your arms down, please. Timing is good. Please take your right hand onto your right shin. Crack your right toes. 1, 2. Hey, I got one. That's rare for me. 1 of 5. Now I'm taking my fingers, spread your right toes open really wide. This is a kind of self-care and indulgence. So spread your toes open. If there's any gunk in there, get it out. Splay your toes open. Now we're going to take our 4 left fingers, see these? And these are going to feed in from the bottom side. If they don't go in easily, run in the kitchen and get some avocado oil. Spray your toes. Good. It's a challenge for me to get mine all the way in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now we're going to balance the hemispheres of our brain, yin and yang. Most people need to balance that. So the sound of one hand praying at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes, and squeeze your right toes into your left fingers as strongly as you can. Splay your left toes open. Life is push and pull. Raga and devesa, it says in the scriptures. Raga is pull, devesa is push, squeeze and splay. Really good acupressure points in fingers and toes. Good, you guys. Now yank your hand out. Swim toward me. Grab your right wrist with your left hand if you're in the yoga mudra. Now I'm just going to massage my kidneys back here with my arms. It just, sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. Just massaging. Good. Now, on a normal day, my face comes all the way down. I'm going to try to moderate. Just lean forward into your legs. By the way, if you fatigue, you can always come out of a pose. You're at home. You can do what you need to do. Just stay in the game. Stay conscious. Next inhale, come up. And we'll release our arms for another world famous Om. Inhale up. Long, loud, and proud, kitty cats. Prayer hands, close your eyes. I invite you to pray for the thing most wanted or needed in your life right now. Please pray boldly. Don't be afraid to ask. Okay, my friends, we'll do a counter pose, hands and feet on the floor, champagne bottoms, caviar rears, lift up. Good. Come on down. Now, that whole sequence on the other side. If I miss part of it, Helga will let me know. Right knee out to the side. I'm going to fold my left shin under. Now, because I'm working through that little hitch in my get along, one hand behind my head, two hands behind yours. Left elbow down on the floor. If your left elbow doesn't come down, then there's something in the way. When we were 5 years old, not a problem. If you're brand new and stiff and dying, just have both of your hands down here on the right. It's okay. God gives all of us a doorway into yoga. Squeezes your guts. Opens up your hips, releases your foot, creases your knee. Inhale up. Now for the controversial pose. For some of us, just getting back on your hands in this will be a dicey affair. So the sequence would be hands, then elbows, then shoulder blades, then arms back over your head, and then extending your right leg, blah, 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 blah. Do what you can do. You be you, I'll be me. Happy Yin's Day. Now, if you're really bound up and tight, you'll breathe more from your chest. Direct your breathing down to your belly button. It's poses like this that drive a lot of people away from yoga or say that it's impossible for them. So my job is to act as a broker and say, you don't have to lay all the way on your back yet. You can just lean back a little bit and let tissue open up shortly. Don't let what you can't do get in the way of what you can do. Those are some of the wisest words I've ever heard. Okay, and then we'll arise up slowly out of such a predicament. And the counter pose is half camel, where you plant your hands or your fists. And you try to lift your booty buns up as high as you can. Chest up too, maybe head back, and you poke your left front pocket way up as if a porcupine parked underneath your butt. Good, now Porky moved out of the way, so it's safe to bring your cheeks down. Have you sat on a porcupine lately? Good, drag your left leg out. Now your foot is a distant relative that lives in upper New York. After a while, you'll grab your foot again and do-si-do your partner. Open up your acetabulum. A lot of my friends have artificial hips. They really enjoy them, but if you still have that factory installed hips, this will keep them for as long as they work. Other way. Good. Now, this might be it. This is as far as it goes. Maybe that. Maybe. I don't know. Now, I like this movement because it opens up the whole stuff and it sweeps under. And then, this is why I like having a crew cut because I can scrape up my head. This opens up my stupid head, lets new thoughts in, releases stinking thinking, painful patterns of emotion, bad ideas. Ever had a bad idea? All of us have. Scrape it out. Good. Now, you guys, your anterior malleolus, this pointy thing, it may not go there. So for a while, just set it there. Otherwise, you can set it over the top. You might lean back in anguish. After a while, your ass will open up. More money will fit in your pockets. And you can sit in yogasana. This is my favorite yoga pose. It's good because I tend to be restless, irritable, and discontent. This grounds me. Arms out. Sheryl Crow's. Open up your palms, pull back careful. Left arm under. You can maybe just barely grab your shoulders, make out with yourself. Actually say something. I really love, honor, and appreciate myself. I am a valuable, worthwhile human being. I'm made in the image of God. Yeah, I'm filled with flaws and faults, but I'm getting better all the time. If you can fold your arms up, do that now. And then the most important move of the night, up and down with your elbows to dig out the demons in your upper back. When you first start this, your elbows will hardly move, and then they'll turn into larger circles. You can sweep them around. Good. Now with the tall spine, turn everything from the waistband up to the left as far as you can, face to. Now your face goes all the way to the right. Tilt your head to the right. Lift your elbows a little. Try to straighten your arms. I know it's absurd. Stop thinking. I don't care what shape your body is in. Stop thinking, and everything else will follow. Inhale. Exhale, bring stuff back to the center. Slide hands to your elbows. Bring elbows up. And this very tight shoulder girdle for most humans. If you go to the mall and watch people walk around, they have hunched necks. Their shoulders are tight. I'm not making fun of people. I'm praying that they remember to open up a little bit. We're not meant to live in a bodily prison. That's self-will, not God's will. Side to side. Good. Now elbows come down. Yes, they do. Now we swim toward each other. I grab my left wrist with my right hand, which is powerful, energetic. And then I massage my lower back with my wrists. I just take a little time to care, to soothe, to love myself. Then I relax my arms. I inhale. And tonight I'm not going to force. My upper body says right here. And then I drop my chin. And I pray for my thinking to slow down. Fast thinking is rarely my best thinking. Sometimes I even stop thinking it's paradise, the gap in between the thoughts. Good, my friends, arise up. Good, now just crack your left toes. One. Maybe your toes don't crack anymore. I can usually get 1 to 2. Two is it. Now grab your toes and just goof around with them a little bit. Have fun with your feet. Now it's nice if you can have a concubine or somebody do this on your feet for you, but I don't know. I'm currently concubine-less. Had one for a while. Good, stretching my toes open. Now, here come the 4 jet planes, yoga for kids. And the 4 jet planes, they go in the underside. If you can't get your fingers into your toes, that's not good, but there's hope for you. Crank a doodle dandy on your foot. Other way. Good, now squeeze your left toes into your right fingers, pretty strong. Splay your right toes open, yin and yang. The sound of one hand praying at your heart. Drop your chin. We are calm, peaceful souls. Everything is always working out while I squeeze one set of toes and splay the others. I'm in the middle of a constant push and pull of life. Excellent. Extract hand. Pop. One more Om tonight, and then we'll do a nice long restorative Shavasana. Inhale up. Oh, Partharatsi. Oh, put it back together. Good, now here's an interesting kind of prayer. Close your eyes, hands at your heart, drop your chin, and receive all the prayers that you've already asked. They're on the way. We just get our silly head out of the way. 1,000 times more love, 1,000 times more resource, 1,000 times more influence, 1,000 times more wisdom, 1,000 times more joy. Okay, my friends, once again, my timing is perfect. It's 7 o'clock. This is the point, if you're brand new, we do like a 5-7 minute restorative pose. And this is just the one where we're going to lay on our back with our legs lifted. Now, you might need to use an ottoman, a chair, a couple of blankets. I do have a Pee Wee Herman sliding recliner. It's magic. It just slides right out. Why am I using this? Well, it's a valid question. I'll show you how I use it, and you can use your ottoman, your couch, your table to do what you can. But all you do is you bring your calves in. This could go over the couch, the chair, the ottoman, or the Pee Wee Herman sliding recliner. Once you lie on your back, you lift your butt and you put a banky right underneath your sacrum. Not underneath your kidneys. You don't want your lower back to arch. You want your lower back to relax down. And that soothes our kidneys and our cortisols. If this pose is too easy for you, you need it. Relax your head. Your butt should be lifted about 2 inches so that your kidneys can drop. And now we're going to go weightless for 5 glorious minutes. Don't forget, relax your mouth, unhinge your jaw, soften your lips, release your nose. extra bonus relaxing minutes, permission to relax deeply, way deep into yourself. Fall asleep if you want. I'll wake you up. Okay, my friend, stay nice and relaxed. Stay in the pose. Relax even more. If you're brand new, this is a little ritual I always do at the end. If you would like to invite with free will and without coercion, from choice, if you'd like to invite in God, love, source, infinite higher organizing presence of being, whatever you call, as long as you call, now is a good time to invite source in, God. Good. Now, if you prayed that little prayer with me, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate extra super feel God through yourself. Where God's nerve endings, we have the potential of feeling Sat, Chit, Ananda, ever conscious, ever aware, ever new bliss. Feel that now. Good. Now, when you're ready, at your pace, being careful, curl onto one side or the other. Rest on your side for a moment. Curl up all around yourself. Love all over yourself. Err on the side of love. Good. Now, here's a very important part of my practice for the last few years. Keep your eyes closed when you sit up. It keeps your internal sense of center, your spiritual proprioception. Trust the earth enough that you could sit up with your eyes closed. Also, physical vision makes us feel separate. You're out there, I'm in here. With our eyes closed, we are much more one energy, one vibration, one love. Hands to our heart. Drop our chin. If I go deep into me, and you go deep into you, and we go deep into we come to the same place together. The name for that is Namaste. Hey, you guys, I had a great time. As always, I always say Avita Sane, Arrivederci, and adios to my YouTube friends first. First of all, thank you for all the liking and subscribing. It's really helping. I was just kidding when I said 1 million subscribers, But you've helped me get officially to hundreds of subscribers. Thousands is next. So thank you for liking and subscribing. By the way, on this channel, Upward Spiral Yoga, there are over 600 videos now. Dharma talks, meditation instruction, yoga, vigorous yoga, a lot of yin, and it's all because of you. So thank you. We'll see you guys next time. Okay, I got those silly YouTubers out. It's time to say hello to my faithful Zoomers tonight. Go to my other camera. We have a special guest star tonight. Carolyn Tracy. Hi, Carolyn. Good to see you, sweetie.
Carolyn.
Moi. Who's that cat? That's a fluffy, big black cat with a black tail, like mine. Hey, kitty, kitty. Who is that? It's a cat. Carolyn's a cat. Ugh. Oh my God. It's a white mitten cat. Oh, what a beauty. Hi, good to see you. Thank you, Carolyn. Appreciate that. Great to see you tonight. Jennifer, hello.
Hey,
Todd,
Greg.
Howie, hello.
Greg.
I'll see you tomorrow for golf. It'll be fun. I'm playing 18 holes with you.
Cool.
Should be a perfect day tomorrow.
It's gonna be warm. You're gonna ride?
I'm gonna actually ride a cart tomorrow. I'm gonna give myself a little break while
Good.
I'm. Kristen, I love you. Hearts for you. Good to see you guys. I really enjoyed it. You made it possible. I couldn't do it without you. And let's just keep doing yoga until we find something better. Okay, guys, I love you. See